edition of News Review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adelere, and with me in the studio I have...
I'm Rochime Orelua, son of the prophetess, the man, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for joining me in the studio. We want to appreciate all our fans out there who are always staying glued to WYTV. We say a very big thank you. I want to appreciate our sponsor, Dr. Abels, from the help of the CEO of this company, person of Prince Dr. Noah Adeleke Ocean. Nokpa Abals deals with Nokpa Aba mixture, Aba Cool, Aba Tonic, Aba Bitters, Aba Energy Flusher, Aba Powder. Whichever you need, you can just send in a DM or call the number 070110108549. You can also be a sponsor of the show, and you can also bring in your advert for us to air for you. We now with it on the show. We'll bring to you news and read it up. We're going to short commercial break. When we come back, we'll discuss the one we should talk about, but we will not be the only one talking. You can also drop your own comments in the comment section while we rub minds together. On Punch newspaper this morning, I have Democracy Day. Tinubu hails Abiola, others warns against anti-democratic forces. Supreme Court begins sitting as state counter federal government on local government funds. Data breach. Federal government slams 400 million naira fine on 4 banks, others. New national minimum wage ready, awaiting legislative action, Tinubu. Ovanga newspaper we have June 12 full speech, our economic reforms will ensure opportunity for all, Tinubu. Organized labor strike, no one was arrested or threatened, Tinubu. Our democracy not yet viral if it fails to deliver prosperity to people, Atiku. On Daily Post newspaper we have Olakunle, Governor Makinde faces backlash over comments on Olubadan installation. June 12, Nigeria's economy unbalanced needs reform, Tinubu. June 12, be patient, we will rescue Nigeria in 2027, ACC to Nigerians. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stopped. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every... You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero, like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
It is always Napa.
Nokpa for management of power.
Yeah, welcome back from that short commercial break. That's our sponsor, Nokpa. So without wasting much of our time, first let's say Happy Democracy Day to all our fans out there.
We greet every one of you. Happy Democracy Day.
Sir. Okay, the Democracy
I was
Day.
just greeting them and celebrating the Democracy Day with them. Is it a crime for me
No,
to celebrate
not at all,
Democracy
not
Day?
at all. It's actually a good thing to celebrate democracy. So happy democracy to all Asundre out there. The first one here says, no minimum wage. Ready, awaiting legislative action, Tinubu.
Maybe the minimum wage proposal was just given to the senator 2 hours ago. Because according to the newspaper that was out this morning, I think one of the newspaper, it's either Punch, but one of the newspapers said they were still waiting for the response of the president. When the Senate, I was like, okay, let me say the committee that was in charge of the discussion said it is not lying in the hand of the president. Now that the senator, the presidency are coming out to say, okay, they are waiting for the senator to decide on it. What else are still going to decide on?
I see what is happening between the organized labor and the federal government as someone playing ball.
Ball, okay.
Pass it to me, I pass it to you.
Pass it to you.
Because I don't understand, last week Monday, it was last week Monday now, when they embarked on the strike, and the federal government appealed to them that they should let's sit together, let's talk.
Now for the past 1 week now, over a week plus,
we've not had anything.
They have not reached
Organized
an agreement.
labor said they were not going to embark on strike. They were supposed to go back on the strike yesterday, but because of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not saying anything, They decided to wait to hear from Tinubu. Now, the president they are waiting for already spoke. He said the national minimum wage is ready, but we are waiting for actions from the legislative.
Okay, senators, the president have put it onto you. The same way, excuse me, you are able to pass the bill for the CGN of Nigeria. CGN. Please, I would like to urge you speedily
60 million.
to pass the same bill,
sir,
for the
it is not only the new minimum wage for the CGN that was passed speedily. We had that for the national anthem. I think that was within 2 days. The CJN salaries within the twinkling of an eye.
What I think that really went wrong.
One is going on right now, which was, I think they started on Monday. That is a proposal of 6 years in office.
In office, that one is still.
That it has gotten to the second reading.
The second reading, but the new minimum wage has not gotten
to any reading.
Nigeria, my country, senators, all eyes on you. Whatever you do, you know, Akpabio, you are you are a rubber stamp Senate president. That one has been on. Why you came out some months back or some years back, let me say some months back, that you are going to abide by the rules and regulation of Nigeria. All eyes on you, because people are beginning to point an accusing finger on you, that it was like you were just being placed into that place.
As a figure-headed
person, that whatever the president says to you is the final. Is the final. So please, it's better you don't dent your image, because one day you will surely come down. What are you going to face when you come down within the midst of your people, except you leave this country there?
President Bola Tinubu has revealed that the consensus has been reached on the long-debated new minimum wage between the federal government and organized labor. In his national broadcast to mark the 2024 Democracy Day in Abuja on Wednesday, Tinubu revealed that an executive bill will soon be sent to the National Assembly to formalize the new minimum wage agreement. He stated, "In this spirit, we have negotiated in good faith and with open arms with organized labor on the new national minimum wage. We shall soon send an executive bill to the National Assembly to enshrine what has been agreed upon as part of our law for the next 5 years, unless." He emphasized that his administration chose a democratic approach over dictatorship in addressing the demand of labor unions. In the face of labor's call for a national strike, we did not seek to oppress or crack down on the workers as a dictatorial government would have done. We chose the path of cooperation over conflict. No one was arrested or threatened, and that is in the second news. So he's coming out to say both the organized labor and the federal government already agreed. And Labour still came out yesterday and said 62,000 naira we are not collecting, 100,000 naira we don't want. So they don't want anything less than 250,000 naira. If it is 350,000 naira, they will still accept it with good faith. But anything less than 250,000 naira, I will hope to see what the president actually approved as the new minimum wage. Because he came out and says to say, not minimum wage, living wage.
Yes. That's what the president
somebody stood up in the, I think it was in the Senate or House of Representatives, and said, if I was to look at it very well, in Nigeria, even the 62,000 naira is nothing. They will pay house rent. Not everybody has the power to build house in Nigeria. They will pay for feeding every day and every day. If they are to say, okay, we don't want to touch the money for house allowances, let's just use it for feeding 1,000 naira a day.
A day. How many?
It is not even enough.
Of how many people? A family of 6 or
don't let us go to family of, let us a family of 3. It is not even enough, because feeding with 1,000 naira is as good as feeding with 200 naira.
I don't know why Nigerian government are so wicked. I'm not sorry for saying that. I don't know, because I believe the yearning of the people must be your yearning. And when you look at what is going on in Nigeria today, most of the blame lies in the hands of the citizen. Because this same set of people, when they come out to come and canvass you that they needed your hand in vote, before you get to know, you see the citizen demanding, okay, what do you have for us? Well, where's the money? We are going to go to the grassroots. Okay, now, for the president, I remember vividly when there was a fire disaster in the northern part of the country. We have in the southern part of the country, which happens in Bodija market in Ibadan. The president had to go ahead to go and give 50 million naira, donated 50 million naira to them, almost twice, which you neglected your people here believing that, okay, you settled them enough to be able for you to get into that office.
We'll come back to that. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stop.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, your family's best bet. With
Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
Yeah, welcome back from that short commercial break. Before we went on that short commercial break, you were talking about donating money to those that were victims of fire.
So when the president gets there, do you think he's not going to get his money back?
He will, obviously. Nobody's doing anything for free. And again, during the announcement of June 12, that's Democracy Day, Tinubu also said something. He said no one was arrested or threatened during the organized labor strike.
Well,
and if you could remember vividly, when they had a meeting with the federal government, they were surrounded by some armed military personnel. And Tinubu came out and told us that they are not threatened in any way, neither was anybody arrested.
Why in the first instance? Why in the first place? Why would they invite military?
I don't understand.
Are we in the military era for you to have invited military? I don't know why the military servers so doubt.
I feel
this set of people, you were being used by this set of people. How much is the salary of the military personnel?
I feel they brought this military personnel to come on ground because, you know, the first, second, third, fourth meeting that was done, they dashed out of the meeting because they were not ready to comply with the amount of federal government.
Maybe they were expecting anybody that dashed out from the meeting will be arrested.
Okay, it is well. Nigeria will work again. So the last but not the least, still on June 12 deliberation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come out to say Nigeria's economy unbalanced needs reform. When I said this thing in the morning,
who put the economy on the line of imbalance? I believe before that speech, who are those people that edited that speech?
It's not even those that edited the speech. For him to come out to talk, I think the thing has been given to him. And for every human being, I say something, I say we all have UPS, that is CPU. Central processing unit. Before you could come out to say something, you need to digest it yourself. If I say this thing, how would it feel in the body of this?
Number one, you are in APC. Muhammadu Buhari was in APC. You are the one that can.
You took baiting from him.
You said Muhammadu Buhari is the best man that can put the Nigerian, that can put the economy in shape, that can put Nigerian, that can drive the economy of Nigeria forward. Muhammadu Buhari came in, which is also your party. You came in also. You said Nigerian. Are you still coming out to blame the past administrative?
The past administrators, though we can blame them, but little, their blame is just little out of what is actually happening in Nigeria. That's
almost 9 years ago now. Are you telling us that you need to checkmate the way you people spend recklessly?
Somebody brought out.
You need to checkmate. The economy was imbalanced. Do you know how much you donated, how much you voted for to go and buy something for the senators? Somebody
brought out a chart about all the pet drinks that would take from Yaradua to Goodluck Jonathan to Buhari down to Tinubu. When it got to Tinubu, as at when Buhari was there, it was being sold for 150.
150, yes.
But now it is sold for 400 naira, 500 naira. So somebody, I think this is one of the, should I say, the worst
economy that
we've actually faced in Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu has said that Nigeria's economy has been unstable and urgently requires reform that have been delayed for decades. Tinubu stated this during a live broadcast on Wednesday to mark the nation's 25th anniversary of uninterrupted democracy. The president acknowledged the economic challenges facing the nation, saying his administration is working tirelessly to fix the economy. I understand the economic difficulties we face as a nation. Our economy has been in desperate need of reform for decades. It has been unbalanced because it was built on flawed foundation of over-reliance on revenues from the exploitation of oil. Now, even the fold that we're talking about, Dangote said, come next month, from 10th to 15th of July, they will start loading the vehicle, and the third week in July they will start selling. So I now want to see how much petrol will be sold in Nigeria, because even the cement that we make in Nigeria is sold at the higher price
than
those that. So I want to see. I would wait patiently for July to come before we can actually talk about the fuel that Dangote wants to release into the Nigeria. So you know, it's been long that they said they were going to release the fuel, but till date we've not heard anything. So before we talk about it, let's wait till July, third week in July, and see if they can actually fulfill what they are promising. All right, we've come to the end of the show today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our X account, on our TikTok, on our Instagram. You can also join the WhatsApp community. Until we come again on your screen, I remain my humble self, Odunayo Adelere. Thank you, Ambassador Ilu Arotimi, for joining. Our sponsor, Nokpa, will say a very big thank you to you. Be good and be fine. Happy Democracy Day. Bye for now.